Have you ever heard a story so sad it feels like it's carved in stone? Today, we travel to the misty highlands of Gayo in Aceh, Indonesia, to uncover the tragic legend of Atu Belah the Split stone. This isn't just a fairy tale, it's a powerful reminder of how fragile a family can be. In a small village nestled among the green hills lived a poor family. A husband, a wife, and their 2 young children. Every single day, the husband would venture out, working tirelessly to put food on the table, while his wife stayed home, lovingly caring for their kids. Their life was a constant struggle against poverty, a daily test of their endurance and spirit. They had love, but sometimes love isn't enough to fill an empty stomach. One fateful day, the husband went out to the river and managed to catch a single precious fish. He brought it home, exhausted but hopeful, telling his wife, "Please cook this for our dinner. I must go out one last time to gather some firewood." He left, dreaming of the simple meal they would share. But as the hours passed, hunger began to gnaw at the wife, a desperate, gnawing hunger that overshadowed everything else. The delicious smell of the cooking fish filled their small hut, and she couldn't resist. She took a small piece, then another, and before she knew it, she had eaten the entire fish, leaving nothing but the bones. When her husband returned, he saw the empty plate and the fish bones. His face, already etched with the hardships of the day, darkened with fury. "You ate it all. You left nothing for your children, nothing for me," he yelled. His words were not just loud, they were like sharp stones, filled with disappointment and anger. He didn't see her hunger or desperation, only her mistake. The wife's heart shattered. The shame and humiliation were unbearable. In that moment, her husband's harsh words felt more painful than any hunger she had ever known. Blinded by tears and heartbreak, she scooped up her youngest child and ran from the hut, disappearing into the dense, whispering forest. She ran without a destination, her only guide the crushing weight of her sorrow. Her journey ended in front of a massive, eerie boulder, known as Atu Belah. Local whispers said this stone was magical, that it had the power to open and swallow anyone whose heart was broken beyond repair, offering a final escape from their suffering. With her baby in her arms and tears carving paths down her face, she looked at the silent stone and began to sing a mournful plea. "Atu Belah, Atu bertangkup," which means split stone, close upon me. She begged the stone to end her pain. As if hearing her cries, a crack appeared in the giant rock, widening into a dark opening. The wife, seeing her escape, gently placed her crying baby on the soft moss at the foot of the stone. She gave her child one last, heartbreaking look. As she stepped towards the opening, her older child, who had followed her into the forest, screamed, "Mother, no, don't leave us." But it was too late. The mother slowly walked into the darkness of the stone, disappearing from sight. As the stone began to close, a few strands of her long, dark hair were caught on the edge, left behind as the only proof of the tragedy that had just unfolded. The stone sealed itself shut, becoming silent and whole once more. The two children were left alone, their mother gone forever, swallowed by the stone because of a moment of hunger and a torrent of angry words. Their grief was immense, a heavy cloak that would follow them for the rest of their lives. The legend of Atu Belah is a haunting tale, but its message is timeless. It teaches us that words spoken in anger can have devastating power. They can destroy the very foundations of love and trust that a family is built on. This story reminds us that true strength isn't found in being right or in winning an argument, but in patience, understanding, and the willingness to forgive. Family is precious, and it's held together not by perfection, but by compassion. What do you think about this story? Does it remind you of how important it is to choose our words carefully? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this journey into folklore. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a like and subscribe for more legends from around the world. See you next time.